Mm. Yes. So till now 28 students have joined to this lecture. Uh, I think 44 students are there in the class. So remaining are regularly absent students. So if they are your friends or if you know them, tell them that they have to be present for this session up to 25th of September. Okay, it is very important because attendance to this course also matters for your internal marks. Okay, so is it very important? So up till now uh, we have completed uh, so up till now we have completed the two parts of speech, that is noun, pronoun. Yes, three part of speech, that is noun, second is pronoun, and third is verb. Okay, so I will share screen with you. So yes, is this screen visible to all of you? Screen display का है?
Yes.
Okay, so in the last two lectures uh, we talked about different parts of speech. Okay, so we started our first lecture with the discussion of syllabus. We discussed our syllabus. In the second lecture we discussed about the importance of language. Why is it necessary to learn any language or English language particularly? We saw that why it is important to learn English language, what are its uses, and why it is necessary. So we also discussed this, and in the last lecture uh, we move towards our actual first part of syllabus, that is parts of speech. In the last lecture we discussed uh, three parts of speech, that is noun, pronoun, and verb. Okay, so we also discussed about the different types of uh, uh, types different types that these parts of speech are having. Okay, so we will just revise for once, and then we will come to our we'll move towards the actual today's part of speech. So in the first lecture we discussed about noun. Noun is a name of any type of any person, place, or thing, and it has five types. That is proper noun, common noun, material noun, abstract noun, and collective noun. So proper noun is a proper name of person or thing or object or living or non-living thing. Then common noun is a commonly given name to any type of group, any type of community. Okay, so if we are uh, animals, so we are living animals, and having vertebra. So we are what? Vertebra. No, having vertebra animals. So uh, means we are having vertebra, so we are mammals. Okay, so mammal is what? Mammal is one of the class, okay, class of animals. That is why mammals, then non-vertebrates. So these are the classified names, okay. And nouns that are given to these type of people, or these type of animal, they are counted as a common noun. Then we also saw that there are material nouns also. So material nouns are the nouns given to the any type of material, okay. So then examples are what type of material come under this type of noun? Water, petrol, any type of material, steel, gold, rice, wheat, sugar, etc. Then fourth was abstract noun. So we also discussed about that. The abstract noun is the name given to the feelings. Okay. So, or name given to things which we do not witness. Okay. That uh, things that we can't witness or physically, okay. So as we have feelings, but we can't see it, or we can't imagine it physically, okay. That is why it is called an abstract noun. So emotions are our emotions are or our emotions come under the abstract noun. Then what are its example? Its examples are kindness, happiness, poverty, anger, wrath, richness. Okay, so these are the abstract noun. Then collective noun. Collective noun is a name of any type of group. Then we move towards countable and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns are the nouns which we can count, but uncountable noun cannot be counted with the numbers. Okay, this was the difference between them. So this is about the noun. Then we move towards pronoun. Pronouns also has different types. That is personal pronoun. Then next is relative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, and reflexive pronoun. So pronouns means what? Words used in a place of noun, and personal pronoun are the words used for persons. That is first person, second person, and third person. First person pronoun, what are the first person pronoun? I, we. Then second person, you, and third person, he, she, it, and they. And also it has its subjective case, objective case, and possessive case. In Marathi we call it as vibhakti. Okay, vibhakti pratyay. Then then next we saw that there are relative pronouns. Okay, the things or the pronouns which are used to indicate the relations, okay, or to, if we want to relate someone with somebody, then we use relative pronoun. And what are its example? The examples of relative pronoun are who, whom, which, what, whose. Okay, so this is about relative. Interrogative pronouns are the pronouns which interrogates, okay, or which ask questions. And what are its examples? The examples are the questions starting with WH type of question. Okay, that is why they are called as interrogative pronoun. The next is demonstrative. So demonstrative pronouns are the pronouns which demonstrates things, or which shows things, or which indicates things. That uh, pronouns which we use to show something, somebody, are called as demonstrative pronouns. And there are only four demonstrative pronouns in this language: this, that, these, those. These are the four demonstrative pronouns. The next is reflexive
Hello,
pronoun.
sir.
Yes.
वेटिंग मध्ये पडलेत मुली.
Oh, 1 minute. Sorry. So next type is reflexive pronouns. So what are these reflexive pronouns? Reflexive pronouns are the words ending with self or selves. Okay. जेव्हा self किंवा selves त्या प्रोनाउनचं एंडला येतं तेव्हा त्याला काय म्हणतात तर रिफ्लेक्सिव्ह प्रोनाउन. When we are talking about ourselves, then we use these type of pronouns. Okay. So reflexive pronouns are the word ending with self or selves that are used when the subject and the object of the sentence are the same. जेव्हा सब्जेक्ट आणि ऑब्जेक्ट त्या सेंटेन्सचा जेव्हा एकच असतो, सेम असतो, तेव्हा आपण काय करतो तर रिफ्लेक्सिव्ह प्रोनाउन वापरतो. फॉर एक्झाम्पल सी, I believe in myself. Okay, I believe in myself. In this sentence, I is the subject. Okay, and myself is also the uh, myself is the object, but both are same. I'm talking about myself. Okay, that I believe in myself. Okay, I'm talking about myself. That is why it is called as reflexive pronoun, and here we add self to this pronoun. Okay, so I believe in myself. Here myself is reflexive pronoun which is used because of both subject and object of the sentence are same. Okay, that is why it is used. Then next is pronoun and its reflexive pronoun. If my is a pronoun, then its reflexive pronoun will be myself. If our is the pronoun, then its reflexive pronoun will be ourselves. If your is the pronoun, then its reflexive will be yourself or yourselves. We add because your is also plural and singular. Okay, that is why it is called as yourselves. Our is the plural pronoun. Okay, it is used for plural our to show there are more peoples present over there. That is why it is called as ourselves. The next is him. Him will become himself. Hers, her, its reflexive pronoun will be herself. It, it becomes itself. And then is the uh, plural pronoun, and that is why it will become themselves. So this is about the pronouns. So in this way we have discussed about pronouns also. We also completed the exercise below that. Then we thirdly discussed about the verbs. Okay, so what are verbs? Verb is the word which shows action. Verb is a word which shows action or state of being. So generally or particularly, verb is a word denoting action. Okay, the word denoting action is called as verb. So verb has two types. Verb also has two types. First is helping verb or auxiliary verb or supporting verb, and second is main verb. Okay, so auxiliary verb also has two types: primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary. In primary auxiliary, it has three subtypes: verb of to be, verb of to do, and verb of to have. So am is, are, was, were, shall, will are the verbs of to be. Am is, are, was, were, shall, will, and be, these are the verbs of to be. Then to do verbs are the do, does, or did. Okay, Do or does and did are the to do verbs. And next is to have verb. To have are the verbs, and it have or has, had, shall or will have. These are the verbs come under the to have form. Okay. So this is about the auxiliary verb, primary auxiliary. The next is modal auxiliary. Modal auxiliaries are can, could, should, would, may, might, must, ought to, need to, dare to, used to. These are the modal auxiliaries. So this is the difference between primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary. The next is the uh, main verb. Next type of verb is the main verb. So main verb has four categories: regular, irregular, transitive, and intransitive. Regular verbs are the verbs in which past tense is formed with ed suffix. Okay. Then examples are play, played, played. Then uh, watch, watched, watched. Okay. So these are the examples. When ed is added while doing its past form, then it is called as regular verb. Okay. So in regular verb, to make any verb's past form, ed suffix is added to the verb. Okay. That is why it is called as regular verb. Irregular verbs are the verbs in which past tense is formed without ed. Okay. So there is irregularity between three forms. Okay. So let's discuss it with example. If we take write as a verb, then its past will be wrote, and its past participle or third form will be written. So there is irregularity in the spelling. Okay. And that is why it is called as irregular verb. Let's discuss it with another example. If we take catch as an example, catch as a verb, then catch, caught, caught. Then present tense is catch. Its past is caught. So changed. Okay. Past tense is changed, and its past participle is caught. Then if we take eat as a verb, then eat, its past will be ate, and its past participle or third form will be eaten. That is why there is irregularity between these two or three forms. Okay. And that is why it is called as irregular verb. The next is transitive verb. Okay. So transitive verb means what in Marathi? Sakarmak. The verb which takes object is called transitive. So in a sentence, when verb is followed by object, or there is in a sentence there is a verb, and after that when object comes, then that verb is called as transitive verb. Let's elaborate it with example. Example is I study English. Okay. So if in this example, I is the subject, study is the verb, and object is English. So in this sentence, their object is present in this sentence, and that is why it is called as transitive verb. And in intransitive verb is a verb which does not take object. Means after that verb, there is no object in the sentence. Okay, there comes no object, and that is why it is called as intransitive verb. Example is the train arrived at the station. So the train is subject, arrived is the verb, at the station is not the object. Okay, it is complementary part. Okay, it is not the object, because for finding object we have to ask question to the verb. Okay, what or whom? These questions we can ask to the verb, and if that verb or that sentence is answering to that question, that answer will be the object of that sentence. So if we ask what arrived, then it will not answer the at the station. Okay, that is why it is the intransitive verb. Okay, because there is no object which is followed by arrived, okay, verb. That is why it is intransitive. Then transitive verb has two subtypes. Okay, first is monotransitive and second is ditransitive. Monotransitive, by its word or by its pronunciation itself, we can understand mono means what? One, and di means what? Two. Okay, so when verb which takes only one object, monotransitive means verb, monotransitive is a verb which takes only one object, means after that verb there comes only one object. Okay, that is why it is called as monotransitive. Let's discuss it with example. Example is he plays cricket. If when we ask question to the verb play, then it will answer only one object. Okay, what play? Cricket. Okay, that is why it is object and there is only one object in this sentence. So it is called as monotransitive. In the ditransitive, ditransitive is a verb which takes two objects. Okay, if we see that in the following example, there are two objects in the sentence. Okay, let's see it. I gave him a pen. I gave him a pen. If we ask what to the verb, then it will answer what gave? A pen. So a pen is a direct object in this sentence. And when we ask whom gave, then it will answer him. Tala dilam. Whom gave? Him. So whom, when we ask uh, the question with whom to the verb, then it will give indirect object. So him is the indirect object in the sentence and a pen is the direct object in this sentence. So these are the two objects which are following the verb gave in the sentence, and that is why this is called as ditransitive verb. Okay, so next is the forms of main verb. So there are 5 forms of verb. Okay, first is to infinitive. To infinitive means what? That the form, in this form the verb is starting with to. Okay, so in the present tense the verb is not starting with to. Okay, it is the present form of a verb and it has no to previous to that word. Okay, that is why in the infinitive form to is added uh, before that verb. So that is why it is called as to infinitive. So to play is the infinitive, play is the present form or v1 or first form. Then its past form is played, or its v2 form is played, or its second form is played. Okay, or its vp form is played. So it is second form, and its third form, that is v3 or third or vpp or past participle. This These are the names given to third form, that is played. Okay, and its ing form is ving, playing. So this is the 5 forms of word. First is infinitive, second is present, third is past, fourth is past participle, and fifth is VING form or present participle. So to play, play, played, played, playing. To go, go, went, gone, and going. So to go, to play is regular form of verb. Okay, regular type of verb. And to go is not a regular, it is irregular form of verb. Then write is also the irregular form. Write, wrote, written. Then to sing is also irregular form. Sing, sang, sung, and singing. The next is walk, walk, walked, walked, and walking. So these are the 5 forms of verb. Then in the summary, we will discuss that. Let's summarize it. Verb is the word which shows action. Okay. Verb is the word which shows action or indicates action. Or we can say that verb is the action denoting word. It has 2 types, auxiliary and main. Primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary are 2 types of auxiliaries. So in the primary auxiliaries, there are 3 types, subtypes: to be, to do, and to have. In the to be form, there comes am, is, are, was, were, shall, will, and be. In the to do form, do, does, did. And in to have form, have, has, had, and shall have or will have. Okay. And in the modal auxiliary, there comes can, could, should, would, may, might, must, ought to, need to, dare to. And in the main form, main verb, there are 4 types of verb: regular, irregular, transitive, and intransitive. In the regular verb, ed suffix is added. In irregular verb, there is no ed suffix added to the verb for making past tense of that verb. Transitive verb has 2 types, mono and ditransitive. Monotransitive means one object, ditransitive means 2 objects, and in intransitive, there is no object present in the sentence. Mhm. Okay, so there are total 34 students. What you will have to do is you will have to uh, please chat your roll number in the chat box so that I will get your roll number and I will mark your attendance, because there are only 7 minutes left for ending this meeting. Okay, so please chat your roll number in the chat box. All of the 34 students, you have to chat your roll number in the chat box. Please do it. And we will then move further. By the time I will mark your roll number in the my roll number book. So yes, 3 minutes are remaining. So yes, up till now, we see that what are the types of verbs are there. What types of verbs are there? We have seen that. Okay, so yes, in this way we have completed the verbs. The next, yes, we have to see one of the exercises, that is, we have also seen this exercise. Okay, so yes, let's move towards our fourth part of speech. Mm, yes, only 2 minutes are left. Just a second, I'll have to take this call. Hello. हाँ हाँ बोलिए. हाँ या की काय प्रॉब्लेम. हाँ हाँ इथेच की काय अडचण नाही. हां येऊन सबमिट करा फी आणि त्याची जी पावती आहे ती पावतीचा फोटो काढून माझ्या या नंबरवर टेलिग्रामला पाठवा. ओके. Yes, only 1 minute left. So after 1 minute, you will have to do one thing. You will have to once again join to this meeting. Okay. Then we will see our further unit. Okay. ही मीटिंग लेफ्ट झाल्यावर लगेच पुन्हा जॉईन हो सगळ्यांनी. आपण पहिलं आपलं आता पुढचं पार्ट ऑफ स्पीच चालू करूयात, म्हणजे ॲडवर्ब.